thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. How are you doing?
Yeah, today I'm fine. It's a relaxed day. We have the first sequence of our tour last week. Have one training stay and four concerts. Was great, and so
Nice.
it's great too to have some interviews and relax a little bit now.
Oh, perfect. So as you've just mentioned, you've just finished the first sort of like section of your tour.
Yeah.
How's everything been going with that?
Yes, it was great to have this in steps. We have a show with Pyro show, but in the third show we had the first Pyro section and two concerts without Pyro because some venues don't allow it. And okay, but for us, it was great to have the test with the songs and then with a setup with our movements and so on, and then Puro show too. And now we are ready for the world.
Oh, that's brilliant. So obviously, again, as you've just mentioned, there's a lot of moving parts to your shows on stage. How much
Yeah.
planning has to go into these performances that you guys put on?
Yeah, we have lots of experience in performance and moving, and but our steps now it's more to work with with dance trainers or our dancers, the Miezen, they have lessons by a hip hop dance trainer for choreography, and step by step we make more and more of it.
Oh, that's absolutely incredible. So obviously, we are very familiar with the sort of energy that you guys have on stage, but what's it like
Great.
behind the scenes, sort of like backstage or in between shows? How do you sort of keep your energy up?
Yes, we have a yeah, what how can I say in English, a relaxed way to communicate with some jokes and some uh yeah, so gather I don't know the word, Sprüche, one sentence and wow, yes, that's great, man, and go on. And so it's more easier to have to bring out the energy on stage and to keep your strength inside over more over, yeah, over days now. And yes, this our team energy is very high.
Oh, that's so lovely to hear. So obviously, the 3rd of May is very quickly approaching. Are you starting to sort of feel the excitement around Warriors being released?
Yeah, of course. It's great. That is the end of the tour, is the release of the album Warriors, and we are very excited for, yeah, to see the reactions. Now Valhalla Calling is out as a video and the song, and we play it live on the concert, and from concert to concert it will be, yeah, higher performance, more energy, more grounding with this song, because it's very new for us, and yeah, that's great.
Oh, I know I speak for the whole Folk and Rock team when I say that we are so excited to hear what you guys have come up with as well. Obviously, your fan base already contains a lot of English speakers. Are you hoping to sort of connect with them a little bit more with the release of Warriors?
We hope it. It's we want to say thank you. 20 years of Feuerschwanz, our first album in English, and we want to say thank you for the fans, in English-speaking fans, and to have the possibility to have the whole 100% energy with the lyrics and music. Yes, we want to say thank you with it.
That's absolutely brilliant. So during the translation process of some of these songs,
Yeah.
did any of them sort of undergo significant changes? Like, were any of the songs surprisingly different when they were translated into English than when they were originally like recorded in German?
Yeah, some songs need more time for us, and for example, the song Das 11. Gebot, now it's called The Forgotten Commandment, needs some help from native translators, because our solutions didn't work really well in English, and it was a process to translate it, but in a energetic way that is a good feeling in the sound, to sing it, and the lyrics are correct. That was a song he needs a little bit more love and time, and other songs are really very fast in translation. The Unholy Grail was a translation from German in English, and it was very fast and very easy to translate it.
That's perfect. So, did you find the writing and recording in English changed the way that you worked at all, or did it stay pretty much consistent as to how you've been doing it for the past 20 years?
No, it's a new step for us, and for this album, not the whole band was connected, because most of the songs are from the Fegefeuer album, but for us, for the singers and translators and so, a little team of songwriters, yes, it was a new step to have English lyrics and the translations, and to sing in English is, ja, it's a more ein weiterer Schritt, a further step after the cover versions from some albums. Now we have our own songs in English, and the fantastic cover version of Valhalla Calling.
That leads me on perfectly. We are lifelong followers of Miracle of Sound, and we know
Mhm.
how influential Valhalla Calling is in the sort of gaming music scene. Um, how did you guys make the decision to add your own interpretation of that song?
Yeah, it was crazy. The decision of this cover version was very in the ending of the process of the album, and some people behind in the scene of Feuerschwanz say you have to cover this song, and we said, oh, really? There are so many famous cover versions of this song published, and it was a little bit struggling. And then when we decide to make it, we have a very intensive time with it, to make a video and the song over the end of last year and so on. It was crazy, and now we are very happy with it.
Oh, I'm so excited to really sort of jump into that. Um, Obviously, you're very well known for sort of amazing and very unique covers of different songs. Um,
Mhm.
if the roles were reversed, What artist would you want to hear cover one of your songs? And is there a song in particular that you would want to hear covered?
Oh, very good question. There's this, whoa.
Putting you on the
Yeah,
spot there a bit.
I find the Forgotten Commandment a very good song to cover from other people. I'm a folk and country fan. It could be nice that from another music direction to have covers of Feuerschwanz. But Forgotten Commandment and the Berserker mode, for me, it's a very high energetic song, and it could be nice to have a cover of it.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. Obviously, as well as your incredible covers, you're also quite well known for bringing out some pretty amazing collaborations.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the people that you've brought on to Warriors and what it's been like working with them?
Yes, Memento Mori, perhaps. For example, Chris Harms from Lord of the Lost. We know these guys long years. We meet them on festivals in Germany many times, and they are very good guys. But it was a long way to have Chris as a in a collaboration, and now it happens, and this is great for us, and it um, could be in future it could be another step of collaboration. It was great to have him in our boat, and yeah, the song Unholy Grail now on tour with Domino and Orton Ogan is very nice to have these people on our concert with their bands. It's a nice trio. And another guest is Paddy Gurdy. It's not the first time with Paddy, but now it's more rock style. She's singing, and she has a very flexible voice and have many faces in the voice. And this time, it's more the rock face.
That's going to be so much fun to hear.
Yes.
Um, have you found that there's any artist that's ever sort of come into one of your songs and sort of changed the approach that you guys had to it? Have any significant changes been made because of the way that an artist might lend their voice or their playing to a certain song?
Yeah. I forgot. Francesco Cavalieri from Windrose. Um, the singer of Windrose changed the Wardrobe song a lot, I think, because he comes from opera singing, and then he become a rock singer, and he has a great voice, very very big, wide, and strong full voice, and he made a very good version of Wardrobe.
Mhm. Obviously, you guys started out as a bit more of a almost like comedic band in a way.
Yeah.
And we've slowly seen that transition into more of a serious or folk metal kind of vibe, guess you could say. Was that a conscious decision, or did you find that that's just sort of how all of you progressed musically?
Yes, it was a conscious decision because we had the experience that humor is how can I describe it? A joke after 5 years, after 10 years, a joke is not so fresh anymore. And we find it out with our older songs and discuss this. And yes, the decision was to getting more flexibility in our lyrics, not only serious, but more deeper themes like death and life and yeah, the Ains, die Ahnen, to live with your Ains and our the communication through the two worlds, our world of the living people and the death people, and so on. Yes, it was a process.
Obviously, we've seen some really interesting themes in your work across the years, and I'm excited to see how that progresses. So as we
Mhm.
mentioned earlier, it's 20 years. That is
Yeah,
a massive milestone for you guys. Obviously, want to start by saying congratulations.
thank you.
Looking back on your time with the band, is there any particular moment that you find yourself particularly proud of? Or is there any sort of moment that you can think as being a really sort of discerning moment for the band?
Yeah,
Defining, I
there
should say.
is not the one moment. It's a long way of this band, and there are three eras. The first era was the medieval time of markets and more comedy style, and then the second era was the first tours in Germany and to become more the headliner positions on festivals and so on. And the third era is now the folk metal thing and the new sound of hard guitars, bagpipes, violin, and yeah, and now English lyrics. Yes, so there are many situations that are fantastic for us in different ways.
Obviously, you guys have achieved so much in your time together already. And once again, I know I speak for all of us when I say that we are just beyond excited to see what you guys come up with next. Um,
Mhm.
Seeing as we are now obviously approaching a an English speaking album, do you have any plans to bring Warriors over to the UK at any point? Obviously, festival season is quickly approaching.
Yes, we have one festival in the UK next year. I don't have to speak about it, but it will comes in the summer 25, and yeah, step by step, we can become all over Europe and perhaps in future to US, but it's not so easy to to grown this up and yes, we are very good driving with step by step policy, and the next step is UK next year.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely incredible. I'll have to make sure I'm there.
What?
So I'm saying I'm going to have to make sure I'm there.
Okay, but you are from the US.
No, I'm from the UK.
You from the UK? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
we'll have to sort something out. So
Cool.
yeah, obviously, I'm gonna sort of close this up a little bit now, but just want to
Yeah.
say once again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. And just
Thank
as we
you.
round this off, is there anything that you'd like to say to any of your fans watching?
Yes, I want to say hello to our fans in the UK. We the fans of fantasy, of metal. It's a very good community, I think. Very friendly people, and we want to say thank you for supporting. And step by step, we come nearer and nearer to the UK. Yes.
Oh, I know we'll welcome you with wide open arms.
Oh, cool. Yes.
But again,
Yes. Yeah.
no, carry on, carry on, carry on.
Oh, no, no. Uh, I have words in the head, but they don't come here in my heart.
Oh, that's the
So
best place for
we are
them.
excited for this moment in future. Yes, we're looking forward.
Good, good. Oh, I know we are too. So yeah, thank you again so much
Yeah, thank
for
you.
your insight and for giving us a little sneak peek into what's to come.
Thank you a lot, and yeah, have a good time and
Yeah,
see you.
you too. Enjoy the rest of the tour.
Thank you.